Welcome to a zerok 1 versus 1 between, in the red it is Parcos with bots versus in the blue it is Chungoose also playing with bots. It is a 20% handicap game in, well, handicap for Parcos. No? Actually for Chungoose? Okay, I did not expect that. Since, well, it's a gold ranked player for Chungoose and Parcos with just a brown dwarf. So I'm a little surprised about that actually. But it's fine, I mean, let's see what happens then. Already at like almost double eco though. No, not that bad. It's not that bad. Oh well. 3 ducks moving out versus 3 as well, but this is almost 400 burst and this is 360 HP. So a 1 shot, 1 kill. Because of the way they are grouped and all that, it's a way better engagement for Parcos. So sure, they might be behind a little bit in like eco, base eco from the commander and all that, and from their collectors, because these are 2.4 each. They did take a good engagement to start. Another one, not exactly amazing yet, but maybe they will have a better engagement again soon. Archer already coming out for Chungoose. It's a Raider Riot, so it should be better at dealing with these little ducks. And as far that little grouping for Parcos hasn't really paid off all that well. Both times it was just a single duck in range. So they've got like, well, the same damage done to them as they did to Chungoose. Both players expanding down south, one with a conch, the other with commander, where commander for Parcos is in the back of the base. High mobility commander without moving at all. It's fine. And attrition 2-1, so still pretty decent for Parcos. But now with Scallop there, Scallop does make a lot more difficult. It's a very slow unit, and with large number of groups, the burst damage for ducks is actually able to just deal with Scallops quite well. Because if you look at, it is this one, it is 261 DPS, sure. So that's like not even one-shotting a duck. It's like 200-ish damage per shot. So just using enough ducks, you can actually take really good engagements against Scallops. 1200 HP is a little bit difficult to take down though. So cost-wise it is still going to work. Getting in range, because it's also a super short range weapon. You look at that, duck is almost the same range as the Scallop has. So not exactly the easiest unit to use, but in choke points it can work quite well. It's not an offensive riot. It's really meant for like defending a location where they run into you. Right, over here Chungoose is being pushed away as well by Parcos. And by now they do have most of their solar up and running. Not really sure why you would go this much solar. Oh well, I mean it's 1200 plus solar just here, right? Yes, 1200 for 36 energy. When you can get a 35 energy, 1000 cost fusion. So going like high, like bigger numbers of solars is not exactly great. It's not used for overdrive over here, for instance. So it doesn't make the most sense to me. Having your first couple be solars is of course sensible, and even the ones that you have forward, that makes sense. But going for like this many in the back of your base doesn't make a lot of sense. Right now, mainly just going duck, a little bit of archer as well, and there comes the first buoy. Okay. How about on this side? First buoy is also up. One archer a little bit caught out, and does go down. 190% attrition for Chungoose. And there come the ducks. Those should... Wait, Chungoose, don't be moving it. I was like, what? Those should be cleaned up by the scallop if they indeed move into range. Going to have radar there soon, maybe? Apparently not. Not sure what you are trying then. And over here, Archer is trying its best and will survive. Yes, it will. Down south, Conch is expanding way further than it should be allowed to. Commander should be denying that or getting the reclaim over here, because that's still 260 reclaim. Not insignificant. Chungoose at still a way better eco, because of that 20% bonus, mostly. I mean, that snowballs things out of control really quickly. They already have their entire, well, their half of the map, whereas Parcos does not have that anywhere near. They do have geothermal up, we'll be using that for a reclaim, overdrive. But over here we've got a scallop that's rioting, well, raiding actually, as a riot. Over here Archer's doing a good job against the little scallop as well. So, Chungoose only at 116% attrition with their bonus. And I do believe that from what we've seen thus far, maybe the scallop is a little weird. But other than that, these players should be relatively evenly matched. So not sure why Chungoose got like 20% handicap bonus. Seems a bit much to me. But it's fine. Are they also going for like detriment in the future? Maybe. I mean, that was the last time we had a handicap match. That was... oh, I don't remember between which two players that was, but those were also like pretty evenly matched. And then one of them got like a pretty significant handicap boost. Still though, geothermal could add a lot of overdrive for Parcos. However, it is not defended at all, because yeah, you've got a Lotus there, but like that doesn't even cover the entire hill, so you can just sneak a one little duck like that and it's dead. I don't expect them to send a whole bunch that way. They don't have any radar, so they wouldn't know it until they got into range, into vision from your geothermal, and then you're pretty much too late anyways. Radar on the hill by Chungoose does see a lot of the map, because it's a really small map of course. And we've got another little fight in the middle. Archers could, of course, heal up in the little river. Doesn't heal up very quickly, but it's still faster and cheaper than having them healed up by a conch. And over here, Chungoose is still slowly moving forward. But with the commander there and like double conch, they should probably be able to hold on. I believe so. Grizzly now out for Chungoose as well. Should help them to breach the defenses here. I believe so. And over here, oh, only a single turret. I thought there were two, but no, this one isn't even online. I guess take back your conch, because this is not going to be pretty. Losing everything here, like all of the eco. Oh, losing 3 ducks in the process, not great. And is Chungoose going to go after the geothermal? Seems like they're not. Which is a bit of a mistake in my eyes. Sure, you might be able to move in here, but if Parcos pays attention and like takes their units this way, they should be able to clean this up without too many losses, I would assume. Like, it's not pretty, but they shouldn't lose their base. Meanwhile, Chungoose's forces over here could also move in. And one scallop, last one is dead, and buoy is 2. Right. Little bit of a falls here, couple of ducks, couple of scallops. Could also move in, of course, like There is no defense here, there is no defense at home, except for the units that come out. But just moving through the middle is probably going to work anyways. They just have so much eco and like army value that it's going to be very difficult, if not impossible, for Parcos to stop. They need to get all of the reclaim, because that would help them. Don't be building up. Okay, building up caretakers makes sense. But like, don't build up too much. Start reclaiming. Skip the trees if you can, for now. And like, get that eco similar. And even then, like, double grizzly. It's going to be very difficult for them to come back. Like, sure, you might be able to take one good engagement down south, most likely. And you are probably able to keep your commander alive, though it doesn't really look like it. Nope, indeed, it does go down. That's too bad. With 2 loaders, you should have been able to keep it alive, but oh well. A little bit unfortunate with, well, placement, I guess. And Archer does take a good fight. Good job. Right. Commander being upgraded by Chungoose. 24 build power down. Did you invest in more nano lathe? A little bit. Yes, a little bit. So that makes sense then. Moving forward, but not actually accomplishing anything because you get outranged by the grizzly. This is one of those instances where it's like, well, I don't have patience, but I know that you should have patience here. You should get a bulkhead or two, maybe. Just like, try to at least damage them a little bit. You cannot just blindly run into multiple grizzlies with support with that few units. Especially because you didn't really have the correct unit either. Would have been good if you had, like, ducks mixed in, at the very least. But not great. Anyways, going into Phoenix is a weird one. Like, sure, you can bomb this. But, like, buoys have pretty good HP, scallops do as well. So, like, how much do they actually get damaged? 400-ish. 500 maybe. But not really a whole lot. And of course, bombing this doesn't really work either, because they can just go back into the river, which should extinguish the flames. And Phoenix, you know what, it is actually doing at least a little bit of damage. Can't say it's not doing that. It just doesn't work against Grizzly. And you're not building anything to deal with Grizzly. At all. Right? No, you are not. You're not producing any ducks. Which, in your current factory... Okay, there they come. I was like, in your current factory, the best answer to Grizzly is duck. Because you need DPS and like many units. Because, of course, Grizzly is single target. So swarming them with many small units is generally the thing you want to do. But I don't think it's going to be very pretty. I mean, EOS is coming up here, which will be in range of both of your factories and your caretakers. It is super duper over. And I don't know why the game gave you handicap Chungoose, but you are certainly not pro. Not with this much. Like, this is just, you were given a victory. Now capitalize on it and actually destroy them. It's still taking far too long for having like 20% handicap bonus. And Parcos says GG. So, well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left. But that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Your lead shouldn't have been this small, Chungoose.